Hi everyone, it's lovely being here tonight and to collaborate with you.
Yes, it's been wonderful. Yes. You don't have much else to say, I'm afraid,
Yeah.
so we'll get to it.
She wrote me a couple of months ago. When I'm depressed, the light looks different, sounds so violent. I become aware of my breathing, afraid of it stopping. Never wrote me while she was in Mexico. Saw her before she left. Said she wanted to try mezcal. It's like fireworks in the mouth. That's what I've heard. She had a dream about the blue house the night before leaving. Couldn't get in, no matter how hard she tried. There was a woman hovering near one of the windows, had a blurred face. I remember us in Venice, in front of Hotel Danieli, where Proust used to live. A stranger talking to me said he was in my hotel room right now. What are you talking about? I said. I'm in your room. You don't believe me? She laughed and pulled me away from there. I looked back and he was gone. She pointed at a gelateria, ordered one with coffee and strawberry flavor. I chose one with lemon. In the gazing sun, the shadow was blue, running down her face.
She wrote me from the south, from a village famous for being haunted by a page or two of Lampedusa's novel. She said she'd always wanted to get there. She wrote from the beach, on a collapsible sun chair for hours among collapsible sun chairs. She wrote from behind a partition, from the black sand, from banded shadow. She asked, how many versions of this town have been travelled by readers, winnowing between the infinite flowering cacti, the Contessa's infinite rooms? She wrote to say that nothing happened at 3 p.m. She wrote of a great lapse in the Montgomery Palms. She wrote again from a gelateria of the shadowy associates pictured with the proprietor.
She had a project where she worked with people gone missing, collected their shoes and placed them in boxes, covered the boxes with a layer of stretched animal fiber, and then affixed them to the wall with medical sutures. She wrote, I want to make private experiences into collective ones. She told me about the young man who disappeared in Mexico City after demonstrating in front of the mayor while he was eating in a restaurant. She wrote me, in my dreams I keep falling, and in every corner children are reading poems about love. She once drove in the rain between Tijuana and Mexicali, the mountains like bodies laying on the side. It was like she was never gone, at the same time a feeling that I never knew her. She wrote me a list. Amazonite, Gugush, Cyan, Ginger, Paricutan, leftovers in bed, violent childhood, miss the living for when they will die. She wrote, loneliness is like burning flowers that open in slow motion. Loneliness is extended radiantly, making the face react. writing the language of the body.
She wrote, after a long interval, from a small town in the French Riviera. She'd wanted to lose certain parts of herself there, to fragment gracefully amongst the blanched seafront hotels and villas. She wrote, "It's curious how in a place so exposed, so full of fame, so entirely surface, a person can successfully vanish." She noted things which eclipsed her, light and rapture on blue pastel shutters, a white cruiser called Merveille du Jour blazing on the horizon, an American girl's diamonds as she floated along the esplanade. Near dawn, she liked to walk along the ancient port, with a mullet, Ibrahim, an octopus quivering in their baskets. She wrote, "A person is simplified at this hour, become part of the historical throne, just another customer for Phoenician fishermen. How to ask for one octopus, un pieuvre, un polypo, unum polypus, ena tapodi." But finally, un pieuvre, as this is France, and the last merchants of antiquity have loaded up their wares and sailed out of the harbour, leaving only the long traces of an etymology. She wrote, "The early sunlight duelled with glinting swords over the water." She wrote, "The cypresses stand like acolytes of a secret order." Thanks.